I should have done, but I just didn't do it because I thought, this isn't that. This is like pretty straightforward, right? It's literally just swap 2 buttons. I couldn't possibly make it. I couldn't possibly fuck it up that many times, right? Well, yeah, I pretty much fuck it up every time. And it's most annoying when I go to like swap tools or something, or swap, or like pull out an item. You know, you cycle through the inventory and then you press B instead of A, basically, is what it amounts to. And so you didn't swap tools, you just backed out of the menu. So the same tool is still equipped. So it's fucking stupid. But yeah, so if I don't get a run going soon, I should probably just call it because, which, I mean, this should be the run. I just fucked up the last one because I completely forgot that that's where the game drops you. I should have checked the time. Some of these cutscenes actually take a little bit of time. Like, for example, I think on the first day, if you skip the cutscene, the clock's at like 6:10 or something. So it does like actually eat up a bit of time, which is kind of weird that they did that, but it makes sense. So oh, I didn't even consider that for like a horse race. See, it's nice though. Now we're getting to the point, especially in the New Game Plus runs, where we're talking about seconds. Like we're talking about actually optimizations now. Whereas before, a lot of my notes were obviously very general. That's kind of why I was kind of caught off guard there, because I'd forgotten that that's where the game drops you after that cutscene. And it's technically saves a bit of time, so you definitely want to use that day to give Gwen a gift. Since it's a Wednesday as well, so. And I already made that mistake earlier in that run, so it's all good. I should do one more. I was close. Is there any other major button? No, it's just X and circle. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it is. It's not just like the number of characters, but because of how much space the English text takes up, they have to break it up into so many more lines, which means you have to do more inputs. No. This is gonna be Friday, right? It's Wednesday. Yeah, that was close. Only a couple seconds. I lost things. What's that like? So Wednesday, Friday. So tomorrow's Saturday. I'm gonna have to grab one more. I'll grab a flower, I guess. Should really be giving Gwen flowers because the sprites won't take flowers. But by the time I have to give the sprites, my guess is that the berries will be grown back. I'm pretty sure they will. I'll at least have a few, so I'll just grab we're good. But I'll grab those on the day of. And unfortunately, she's inside, so I have to put this in my pocket. But yeah, especially the way that the text speed works, it's really fewer inputs is just better because you don't have to time as many inputs as you're holding the text button. Which becomes a serious nuisance in let me say Friday. Which becomes a serious nuisance in English. Like the sprites introductory text exemplifies that. Some of the text boxes are broken up into like 3 lines. Like for Nick's intro, he has it's like 2 or 3 lines that are in one of his text boxes that all require you to clear the text to go to the next one. You can't just hold through it. So it's pretty silly. Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, and then I should have at least 3 food items. Herb or berry for the sprites on Tuesday. Alright, yeah, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so tomorrow's Monday. Again, I'm only grabbing one at a time because I'll do most of my foraging on the days that I have to wait until 9 p.m. So I'll do this again. Grab a flower. The days? Oh yeah, yeah. If you can, yeah, I can write a guide for that. It's pretty simple. The only ones that are hard to tell the difference are Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday is a little bit more, Wednesdays looks a little bit more cursive, and the symbol for Thursday is symmetrical. It's literally a cross with 2 like little wings off to the side. Nice. If that makes sense. Sunday is like 2 boxes built. I mean, you can tell by the color too, because the color is going to be the same as the English. You know, you can tell pink is Sunday, which is pretty common in HM games. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll just have to keep track of how many more I need, rather than... You can do that too, but that's tough because you'd have to learn it for every single day. Although you can just learn like 1 week and then you can just count from there. I always remember that the first day is Tuesday, the second, so the 9th is Tuesday. The first day of summer is always a Wednesday. The first day of the rainy season is the 17th, which is a Wednesday. Things like that. I can follow this. Well, yeah, that's mostly because of the reroute, but it's not gonna... I would normally wait a whole other week. I wouldn't be waiting, but Thursday, Friday. I wouldn't. It's not that I would be waiting. It's just that I would be. I wouldn't have given the sprites enough gifts yet, because with the old strat I was doing, which is a gift intro for all of them, I was literally doing. Getting this is Friday, right? was literally missing 80 by like a couple points. Oh, really? So you just have perfectly arranged seasons, so the day never doesn't like get off, or it doesn't get shifted at all. It's weird. So that was Friday. Saturday. Before it didn't make sense to have a Gwen 1 split, but now it does, so that's kind of nice. I could have grabbed that, but it's okay. Really convenient that you can give Gwen anything that grows in that area, so you literally don't have to forage. Before I was having to, because at the same time, like if you can only give her berries, then you have to keep foraging the berries so that they continue to regrow. Otherwise, you're fucked. You fuck up the growth cycle. So this is Sunday. I'm almost positive it's Sunday. I'm just gonna go with it because I'm pretty fucking sure it's Sunday. Be Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Grab this because it's closest. Monday. Tuesday, so we skip that sheet. Tuesday. Wednesday. Yeah, so this is Wednesday the 17th, which starts the rainy season, you can tell. See, so that's really weird. That grew in like 3 days. The regrowth is random, which is a bit frustrating, but. I'm pretty sure I was splitting for the morning cutscenes, not the evening. I don't think I split for any of those. I hope I didn't, because it's a lot more straightforward if you just do cutscene in the morning. Thursday, Friday. It is so fucking convenient that you don't have to fuck around with rain. You just go to the carpenter, it's right there. That is a big, what you call it? A big point in favor of this ending. Really should be grabbing those herbs, I think. Because she has an even shorter statement for herbs than berries. It was Wednesday. Friday, yes, this is Friday. Saturday. The first day of the dry season is the 22nd, which is a Monday. So you can kind of, it's actually pretty easy to chunk up the seasons if you know what day. I don't have them all memorized. Obviously, I'm better at the first 2 seasons, but this was Saturday. Sunday. Somehow I got lucky on this too, which is really strange. Just 2 days in the rainy season that didn't. Because tomorrow will be the 22nd, the Monday that would normally start the dry season. So this worked out really well because I'm going to end up reaching the amount... No, dude. Yes, it is. Or I am. You ask that like every time. As if you're surprised that I'm streaming at the ass crack of dawn. Thought I was your morning streamer. I mean, yeah, I'm a bit tired, but I am focused on trying to do do this, so it's keeping me awake, I guess. I'll probably be up for another hour, to be honest, at least after this. Those make sense that I'm losing a little bit of time here, but yeah, so I was able to get just to the number of gifts that I needed, and I'll be able to forage the rest. I only need 6 more gifts, and I'll forage the rest on tomorrow. So today was Monday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. It kind of sucks that it falls on a Tuesday. Because I can't... Well, wait a second. What should happen right now? Is it worth it to go? I'm not sure if it is. I'm going to. No, I don't have. Oh, I can do that, yeah. Yeah, I'm really not sure if it's worth it to do this, but I mean, I have to wait till 9 p.m. anyway, so. I lose a few seconds on each of these loading zones, which sucks, and it actually sucks because you lose quite a few. But I'll gather all flowers because it's faster text box. I'm gonna just go 1, 2. This might save a day, I'm not sure. I forgot about this for 5. I didn't actually consider this. This is possibly a improvement to the route. She's at Bob's right now until noon, and if it saves a day, it's probably worth it to do this. But she gets more affection from. But my point is, you could combine it with something else. You could combine it with, say, a regular intro rather than a gift intro, which is the only reason why I do the gift intro currently. I think she gets +6 here or +. But yeah, I'll have to look at it. Cause yeah, that's interesting. Cause you have the. My point is, you have the time to go all. Like I have to wait till 9 p.m. at the Goddess Lake. Excuse me. So I have to burn all this time anyway. So the only time that's lost really is all the time in the loading zones, which is something to consider. I mean, you lose approximately 3, depending on the loading zone. It differs by loading zone. That's C, and here we go. Now we actually get down to the optimizations. So it's gonna be interesting to start to work out some of these endings on a finer grain level. But I'm gonna grab 1 more flower, and then I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And this run will be over soon, so. I'm really not sure where all this time save is coming from. I don't remember PB very well, maybe. Okay, we just wait right here, and I'll be right back. So it might be worth doing some loading zone comparisons in the near future. Let me just double check what she gets at Bob's. I think it's +6. Nah, it could be +5, so it might not really be that worth it. But if you combine it with some other strat, it might save a day. So I think you barely miss. Basic affections. Oh, come on, can you not? Spin.com user G Hines. Basic affection notes. Gwen. Brownie Farm, she only gets +5. So, I'm gonna have to do the math again, but unfortunately I think that doesn't matter because her intro and her gift intro are both even numbers. So if anything, it will be off by 2, not off by 1. So, it's kind of important to note. Wait, and like I said, so today is Tuesday, so I just keep track of the days here. I didn't split for this. PV. Well, I definitely did split for this, but I guess I forgot the Glen 3 split. I don't know why. Oh no, I almost split. Why would I split for that? I don't want to split. Now it's Wednesday. Oh yeah, okay, good thing that my splits weren't focused, otherwise I would have actually split. Well, I could have unsplit them. I don't know what mistakes I made in PD, I don't understand why. This looks like it's gonna be really fucking fast. Weird. It's probably a lot of the time lost was my foraging strategy, which is obviously a lot better in this. But it's improved by the fact that your options are improved by the fact that you're able to give her any of. I didn't know you were able to give her flowers because the way a lot of, again, just like Kurt acts like he doesn't like flowers, so you don't think he gets a he doesn't get an affection boost, but he does. So this is Wednesday. This is probably the only ending that can be routed out picture perfectly. Which is pretty cool. But yeah, I'll have to run those numbers again because I didn't consider the fact that that day is a Tuesday. Well, I guess I'm gonna lose time on the last split. Maybe like I should lose time. Yeah, I mean I don't really know, but 18. That was Friday, so I should just be able to do the next 3 days, and the next day will be Tuesday as well. This is Saturday. Yeah, because I have to wait till the end of one day, so there's no way that I save all this time. It's just the way the splits worked out compared to the last one. Was Tuesday. Wednesday was 17. Friday was 18. Saturday's 19, so tomorrow's Sunday. Yeah, Monday. No. Yeah, I am tired now, but it usually lasts pretty long. Especially when my sleep schedule is like a fucking... Today's Monday. This is overall probably just cleaner in general than PB, so. Good sheet. Probably a faster way to do the doors. What I'm doing is like pressing A near the boundary of where you can actually initiate the opening, but that makes it so that your character slowly walks up to the door and opens it. So it probably loses a little bit of time. But at the same time, you don't want to like get really close to the door and then the character has to like reposition himself in front of the door. So that's probably similar time loss. Like that's pretty fast. But you see how he kind of repositions himself. That was fast, like. So we're looking at pretty big time save. I'm thinking in the order of 3 minutes at least. I would hope. But yeah. Happy with this run for a I made one mistake and looked at the sign on the door instead of opening it one time, and then another slight movement error. I almost went outside on a Tuesday or Thursday. But other than that, this is actually cleanly routed. I also don't know if if it was worth it to go out of my way to gift her on Tuesday, or if it's better to just lose a day. Because you do have to walk, like I said, go through several loading zones. So you possibly lose, like, I don't know, how many loading zones do you go through? You go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So imagine you lose 3 seconds each. That's easily like a 30-second. That's potentially like as much as a 30-second time loss. Might not. Maybe 22 to 30 seconds. So if there's not a way to save a day off of that, it might not be worth it because you're only otherwise losing. Well, you actually lose like 2 days because today's Monday, which means I would have had to skip Tuesday, so I would have had to end on a Wednesday. So it's actually tough to say. But sleeping is relatively fast compared to that. So. It's tough to compare scenarios, though, in this game, just because there's a lot of variables that you have to account for in each variant of the scenario of this route. So, but again, that's kind of what we're getting down to, especially with, I mean, you can see it more clearly in an ending like this. I mean, I pretty much did the two most directly opposite endings just now. I did Fishy Story, which is one of the most infuriating RNG hellholes, setting aside Treasure Hunt, and then I did this one, which is pretty. Okay, I mean, were you able to sort it out and get the settings able to prevent slowdown? Because I noticed it pretty considerably, like very considerably, when I do testing. Sometimes when it's most noticeable because when I'll be using the speed up function, if I go through an area with a bunch of characters, sometimes it literally goes slower than normal speed, and it's supposed to be, you know, like times 2 at least. So, okay, yeah. This game is actually really crazy too because I didn't notice this for a while, even though it's kind of obvious. It doesn't work with the sprites, it looks like, but with the other characters, if you walk past a character, the player character turns his head to look at them as he's walking past, and then you'll pass him and he'll turn to look back forward. It's like, that's not in A Wonderful Life. Like, dude, this game had a lot of shit going on in it. In a lot of ways, I feel like it's more advanced than A Wonderful Life. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think she talks for a while here. It's kind of long, but... It will take some getting used to the Japanese text boxes too, because obviously you can't read it in real time, at least I can't read it in real time, like you can with the English. But as long as you kind of memorize roughly where they end and how many characters, should be pretty straightforward. Like that was just an additional input just for butt. Like, it sucks. Come on, girl, give me my sub 48. Alright, rip. Like, that was terrible. What the fuck is that? That was split up so weird. Okay, cool stuff. Cool stuff. Just a lot cleaner than PB, so. But yeah, I'll do, well, yeah, her affection's not entirely even because of the numbers, the boost that she gets from the cutscenes. She gets +5, well, actually her affection is even because she gets 2 odd boosts. She gets +5 for the second cutscene, +3 for the third cutscene. So that's +8 total, so it stays even. Oh no, but it's ultimately odd because with mixed responses to the goddess question, she starts at 15. So let me actually do this math right now. Hello, phone, please. Calculator, please. So she starts at 15. Her gift intro is 14, so let's say we did an intro plus a gift. So we'll go +12 +4, it's 31. And that's the first intro. And then we have two, that's the first interaction, so then second interaction. No, what? 31 plus 8 is 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then she gets plus 5. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then she gets plus 3 plus 4, that's 14. And actually she'd be at that, yeah. 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You're so short, you can save, you're so close, you can technically save a gift. You can't save an interaction, but you can save a gift. So you can, if you do, is that worth? These are the kinds of questions we ask ourselves. So yeah, okay, interesting. But that's if you do intro plus gift. So you actually add a text box. There's a few. Okay, this is gonna take some figuring out, but yeah, you do save an. You don't save an interaction, but you save a gift. Which to me it doesn't really matter because you're just giving up a text box to save a text box, and in the end, the only other thing you're saving is a picking up the item. So you're saving a forage, but it doesn't matter that much, right? Because you can just forage as many as you need on the last day. I really don't know how to factor that in. Gwen doesn't care about the patriarchy.